Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wasim Ahmed and today I'll be showing how to produce echo using Matlab. Following are the objectives of this video. A. Loading an audio in Matlab. B. Running clear sound of the uploaded audio file. C. Developing an impulse response for echo. D. Run the convolution in Matlab. And finally, demonstrating the echo effect. Following are the terminologies that I have used in this video. Impulse. Impulse is nothing but a force which acts for a very short period of time. Impulse response. It is basically the output that appears when an impulse is applied to a system. It is really important because if we know the impulse response of a system and we can predict the output that is going to appear to a certain input that is applied to the system. Convolution. Convolution basically is processing of signals such that we can obtain a third signal. It basically integrates two signals and then generates its output. By convolving any input signal that is applied to a system with the impulse response of that system, we can predict the output of the system. While echo is basically the sound wave that is heard from reflection. Now, in order to understand convolution in a better way, I have this video animation. For simplicity, I'm going to use rectangle signals. We can use triangle, direct, and customize the signals too. But I'm using the rectangle signal. Our convolution output is going to appear on this screen. Notice when the signals are not overlapping, the output of the convolution is 0. That is, the integral is 0. But once the signal starts to overlap, the output of the convolution appears, and when the signals are far apart from each other, and there's no output. So basically convolution is taking integral of the two signals, that is the input signal with the impulse response. When the two signals overlap, then the integration of the two signals is taken and the output appears correspondingly. This was convolution was all about. Now moving towards our tasks. Following were the tasks: loading an audio in Matlab, B. Running clear sound of the uploaded file. Now this command is going to load the audio file in Matlab. We read and it has argument in which I have given the location of the file where I have my audio. Notice the .wav type because we are using the waveread command, so we need to have an audio file of .wav type. The output is going to be y, the sound vector, f of s, the sampling frequency, and bits is the number of bits per sample. In order to achieve the second task, which was to run the sound, I'll use the sound command and with arguments f of y, f of s, bits. I'll further plot my original input signal and give it a title original sound. Now I'm going to run this.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wasim Ahmed and this is my first ever video on YouTube.
You heard the sound. This was my original sound that I recorded. This is the plot. Now, in order to achieve the third task, that is developing an impulse response for echo, I use the zeros command. The code up till here is the same. What I have done, I have just used subplot command in order to have two plots in the same figure. The echo appears like the original sound appears, and then with for some delay the same sound appears but with a lesser magnitude, and then the magnitude keeps on decreasing with delays in between. What I have done, I have created an impulse response using zeros command. What it is going to do, it is just going to create a matrix of order 1 by zero point 0.4 into f of s. Basically these zeros are going to generate delay in between two consecutive impulses. Notice that the magnitude of the impulse is decreasing. That's what appears in an echo. I have also plotted the impulses using plot command and have given title impulses to them. Now I'm going to run.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wasim Ahmed, and this is my first ever video on YouTube.
So this was my original sound and these were the impulse response. That is the impulses that I'm going to convolve the original signal with. Notice this one was our this has the magnitude of 1 and after some delay the magnitude has been halved and further the magnitude also decreases with a delay. Now in order to achieve the remaining task, that is convolution and demonstrating the echo effect, I'm going to use the convolve command. The convolve command is basically going to convolve the original signal, that is Y, with H, that is our impulse response. If we are going to convolve an input with the impulse, then our output is going to appear. And for hearing that output, that is the echo sound, I'm using the sound command again. Notice that I have changed the subplots in order to have three plots in the same figure. Now I'm going to run this. An error has appeared. A and B must be vectors. The reason being that we have two columns, two vectors, but for convolution we need to have only a single vector. For that, what I'll do, I'll just use the average command. Average is what it's going to do. It is just going to take the average of the two column and is going to create a single vector. Now what I need to do, I need to replace this y with average, and now I have a single vector and it is going to be convolved with our impulse response, and now we are going to get our output. Sound command is going to play the output, which is the echo signal. Now I'm going to run this. It takes few seconds.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Wasim Ahmed, and this is my first ever video on YouTube.
I hope you have heard the echo sound as well. This was our original signal. I convolved it with this impulses, that impulse response, and finally the echo signal appeared here. So that's all about convolution and producing echoes using convolution. I hope I was able to give something to you people.